Okay, hello and welcome to our webinar, Sales Proposals to Seal the Deal. This is May 6, 2014, and let's get started. Okay, this is part 2 of our two-part webinar series about delivering good proposals. The first webinar actually spoke about the presentation in itself and how to present good slides. Some conclusions were that you really have to keep your information just short and to the point, and think of 3 things on every slide, okay? Your point, your purpose, and then present the idea with one picture. Obviously, imagery sticks longer in our minds than anything else, so presenting things in a way that told a story with images is what really makes messages stick in our minds. Okay, so now let's cover the hard parts, right? Which is the sales proposition in itself, okay? Everything that has to do with prices and what you can get out of it. First, think about clear pricing. Clear pricing actually leaves less room for confusion, okay? Aim to offer simple, clear, and transparent pricing to everyone. Display prices on your website so that everyone knows exactly what you are charging, okay? There can't be any hidden costs, no setup fees, and no extra charges. Then you have to put your price first. Along with making your pricing clear, don't be afraid to talk about your price in the first place, all right? Obviously, your customers know that your services are not for free. Recognize that although price is very important, it is also unusual for the purchase decision to be made on price alone, okay? What are other important factors, like, for example, convenience, service, maybe more choices, dependability, okay? Just promote them hard as added value. In making your price clear, it also should be completely evident, within 1 minute actually, as to how much your different services cost, okay? You may have a few different packages, so it just really needs to be displayed in a way that it is easy to read and easy to digest. Okay, maybe you should have bundles. The unusual play is actually to add something special to the package, like, for example, a large number of options, an enhanced guarantee, maybe delivery, service, more credit, maybe a special package or presentation. In some markets, actually, these devices are useful to hold prices up against fierce competition. In others, they can be used to justify a higher price than your competition. Okay. Discounts and special offers are obviously an effective way to stimulate your business or to move stock quickly. And if your services also have several variables that affect price, you should deal with the exceptions, all right? Only if they are actually applicable to a small percentage of your potential customers. So instead of making them read about all the exceptions to your pricing, what you can do is actually maybe include a short addendum, just explaining that anything outside of your services listed will need to be discussed directly, okay? This also has an added benefit of appearing to have less additional costs and will leave them less room for them to criticize or maybe analyze your prices for things that may not pertain to them anyways, okay? Then, discounts are also a vital part of your privacy policy. They can help you to differentiate between optional market segments. So encourage your buyers to place bigger orders, or maybe to place an order immediately, okay? Just tempt your buyer to buy a more profitable line. If you are selling through agents, then discounts off the recommended retail price are the established pattern of trade. What you have to do to survive is learn the jargon of your business sector. Okay. Then, if you are wondering what is more important, whether it's quantity or if it's quality, there really is no relationship. Okay. Costs are facts. They must be fully understood and managed. All right. Prices are policy and they have to be decided. Obviously, your customers know the value of what you are selling from their understanding of what is being offered elsewhere. What you have to do is bolster the attractiveness of your offer with a clear presentation of features and benefits, and then set your price. If you've got it right, your price confirms the customer's evaluation, and you may well make the sale. If your price is too high, the customer will get better value elsewhere. If your price is, though, also too low, as is often the case with smaller businesses, the customer may actually still buy elsewhere just for that peace of mind. If you do, however, generate huge gross margins, don't be embarrassed. You probably need the money to cover promotion and selling costs. If your gross margin is too small, you will have to either find a way of cutting costs or maybe stop selling the product or service, okay? Then you must not bid on what you can't win. So instead of jumping the gun and sending your sales proposals out, do your research, okay? Google the company and then try to contact the client directly to see if you can maybe ask them a few questions. Not only will it make your proposal more qualified, it will also give your client a personal connection to remember you by, okay? Before mailing out the proposal, ask yourself these questions. Do you know enough to write an adequate sales proposal? Are you competitive enough both in what you offer and how much you want for it? And finally, can you win? Okay, that's the most important question. Demand is obviously the economic principle that describes a consumer's desire, willingness, and ability to pay a price for a specific good or service. So focus on that. Okay, a company in this market economy survives by producing goods that are in demand by consumers. Consequently, ascertaining consumer demand is vital for a company's future viability. Then focus on your customer because they have needs. Many companies today have a customer focus. In this approach, a consumer's wants and needs are the drivers of all strategic marketing decisions. So no strategy is pursued until it passes the test of consumer research. Every aspect of a marketing offering, including the nature of the product itself, is actually driven by the needs and wants of potential consumers. Okay, just in case you forgot, a need is a consumer's desire for a product or service. Okay, whether that be functional or emotional. The emotional benefit tends to be a stronger driver for consumers, however, as functional benefits can often easily be copied by your competition. On the other hand, a consumer's want is actually the desire for products or services that they do not need, but they just really desire. Okay, and differentiate yourself. Differentiating your business means defining your company in relationship to the competition. It means that you understand and are able to communicate your point or points of differences and why you're better or even different than your competition. It means continuously making improvements to sustain a leadership position. Okay, and your sales proposal is the perfect place to make your company and yourself stand out. If you don't do that, contracts will just simply fall to the lowest bidder. Okay. Emotions. Make an emotional connection. The emotions make or break your success, okay? So when it comes to selling your offerings without the element of emotion, you won't make any headway whatsoever. It is essential that you touch the person in some human way. As you are interacting with your potential client, their emotions and yours will obviously be a significant factor in what they feel and in how they react to you. 100% of the time, emotions are the drivers for decisions that everyone makes, okay? It is those same emotions that will also cause the person to act on something, dictate his or her thinking, and take a person's side. In short, the person who is going to be doing the buying has to have some connection with you, your business, and your offerings, okay? Then, don't pretend to be a therapist. How many times have you heard, oh, we understand your needs or we share your pain? Customers do not need moral understanding. What they do need is a solution to their problem at a reasonable price, and one which meets deadlines and is professionally executed. Then, never say trust me, okay? With new clients, obviously you have not reached a point of mutual trust in your relationship. Let your experience, your presentation, and your communication earn their trust and credibility, okay? Now, to put this all together and to really have the tools that allow you to remember every single detail about your consumer, you should actually invest in a CRM solution that allows you to create proposals with every detail that you need about your product and with every detail that matters about your customer. Okay, so now having a look at our demo, this is our application, PHEFX. Obviously, just to quickly show you this, it is able to basically have every single application that you need integrated all in one place, which is the business part of your company, okay, where you can have your accounts receivable, your suppliers, manage your people's hours, billing, also just simply the billing part of having the accounts receivables and having your products and services and recurring invoices, and then team, where you can have your team and project management, and service, which is basically the ticketing system, and it allows you to create tickets, have your clients send you actually service requests through their email, and it's all just get really integrated right here under the service menu. But now onto CRM, which is is what brought us here. This is your CRM menu where you can have, well, just basically your entire pipeline organized in one place, okay? All of your contacts that start and that enter into your company can start by becoming leads immediately, okay? And this is where you can define everything that you have regarding the lead. It's important to understand that you really must keep information updated from the beginning, okay? And so once you receive a lead and it starts and it enters your pipeline, if you have everything filled out, it really becomes easier to then, once the lead starts going down your pipeline, all of the information is actually passed on from one record onto the next. So when a lead becomes is converted into an account, and that is also done automatically by the system, all of the information is also copied, okay? So keep that into account when you're creating records. You can obviously also have contacts for all of your accounts, okay? You can have several contacts for each account. There can be opportunities for your account, okay? Your account might request individually different types of proposals, for example, and you can create several opportunities for one account. You can also book appointments. You can have activities where you can book appointments, maybe have tasks, share them with your other team members, and you can also book meetings. You can have a meeting room, and you can book space on the calendar for that meeting room so no one else occupies the room. You can also send alerts to your other team members and let them know that that meeting is going to happen, okay? And you can get in on everyone's calendar here on the calendar part. So it's just really all integrated. Everything works in one place. Everyone gets alerted. People can have different types of accesses and profiles that can give them access to certain things. If you want to be, if you want to let a team informed of only certain actions, that can be restricted to those actions. Okay, everything is just really perfectly timed and neat and tidy for everything that you need. There's also the newsletters under the CRM menu, and the newsletters is just really what allows you to create campaigns, okay? And this is where you can send out, you obviously have a list of recipients for each of your accounts, okay? Or you can have a list, a total list of all of your accounts for all of your customers, and you can send out newsletters, emails, monthly, daily, weekly emails in the form of newsletters that allow you just to get them in on new things that is happening in your company, okay? The newsletter looks like this. You can obviously create any kind of format, any kind of layout that you want with the CSS, if you really want to get into that. But obviously there are templates that have already been created. But now on to the presentations. Okay, so this is where you create your entire presentation from start to finish. Okay, obviously there's some main data that you need to configure at first. The type of fonts, the alignments, everything. Just really all of the basic details like the background image, obviously your logo. Everything just to keep your brand in context as well. Don't forget about that, which is very important. I mean, the greatest thing of creating presentations on these types of applications is to actually have your brand signed on every single page, okay? And this is where you create your pages. One of the important things that you must remember is that when you're creating pages, just remember to keep naming each and every single slide, okay? So when you come back to it and you create, or you need to change the template in any way, you know what is what, things are named and things are just really detailed out properly. And any element of your team can actually change whatever they need to change without feeling lost, okay? These are page elements where you can include obviously your text, you can include images, you can include videos, you can include links to any other pages, you can include links, for example, to big PDFs, and that the customer can open on their browser on the PHE CRM portal, and they can actually see everything just in one place, and they won't have to skip and open several pages and have lots of documents open. Okay, it's just all integrated in one place only. To quickly go through, I'm not going to go through each and every element here. There are obviously other videos that you can watch that details each feature that we have on the presentations form. I'm going to show you now just the final version of what it can be actually. The client presentation is sent through their email, so they access a link from their email, and then this opens up, okay, the browser itself opens up, and this is where everything is viewed in one place only. All they have to do is just with their arrow keys go forward, press forward, or go backwards if they want to obviously review something. You are actually alerted when they open this link. You get a status report of when they've opened it, when they've viewed it, what they have seen, and that just allows you to then go back to them at a certain time in place where it just feels like it makes sense to you. Like for example, if they open it on a Monday, give them Tuesday and Wednesday to consider it, to read it, to think about it, and then maybe call them at the end of the day on Wednesday and just tell them or ask them if they have any doubts, if they understood what was in the presentation, and that just really allows you to have a sense of timing that is really opportunistic. Okay, here we have obviously several pages just to show you quickly. I mean, this is just a simple format of what can be, what you can do with PHE Portal FX. The important things that we want to obviously point out, this is the PDF file that I was talking about that part that we were actually speaking about having maybe large files of that fine print. We really have to understand, maybe some customers really need to know the fine print and they want the fine print included in the proposal. Okay, this is where you can include that without it looking bulky, and this is where obviously you can have your pricing. Okay, the important part of everything that you are doing is that you want to show them your price, and you can create you can also have included in your CRM menu products and services, which you can then create an internal document, and that internal document will actually gather information for you. So if you say that your customer wants a piano, in this case we're speaking about a music store, if they want a piano, if they want a DJ set, you can just say this customer is looking for a DJ set with these products. They also want maintenance and service. Okay, and you can just pick all of the tables that you want, all of the fields that you want included in your proposal, and this then gets sent to the customer as you intend to. Okay, and they get all the information, and if you change anything on those internal documents, their presentation is also updated with that information. Okay, so this just basically shows you more or less what you can do with the portal. Okay, obviously this can also be chosen to be in different languages. Okay, not the elements in themselves as to what you write in the presentation is obviously down to a matter of translation. So if you want to use a different language within your elements, you'll have to obviously include that language in your elements, but the customer can receive it in English, Portuguese and Spanish if they want, and they can view the portal in those languages. Okay, well then, one of the things that we really want to thank you for is actually the fact that you were with us for this while and giving us your time and attention. So thank you very much. If there is anything you need, please get in touch with Natalie Keener, okay, at nataliekeener@phefx.com. Also stay alert for our upcoming webinars. We will have one every month until the end of the year, and we enjoyed it. Thank you very much.